Oh man, I don't know, bro. Like right now, we're in that weird pocket of like a yay rollout where it feels like something is brewing, but nobody can really point to what it actually is. And this whole bully rollout, I already spoke on it. I'm tired of it. Pulled off streaming. It's got everything kind of limbo, to be honest. Like, there's no real promo, there's no momentum. Like, this is the first time that I actually feel like there's no this is like the next big game moment energy. But at the same time, every source around him keeps saying that the album's still developing and still dropping. So like, I don't know. You know, we're in this space where Ye's clearly doing shit behind the scenes, but he's on some low key shit, of course. And that's honestly the most Ye thing ever, bro. I mean, this is nothing new, but I guess my personal experience with it, I don't really see, I don't know what's next. In the past, I could have known what's next, or I could tell what's next, but I really don't know
The
what's
only
next.
concrete thing we do have are the shows in Mexico City. And historically, Ye uses these shows as like a launch pad, whether it's like a live debut of new music, a rework version of something we already heard, or a full pivot into like a new sonic era. These shows always tells us where his head is at, musically at least. But with Bully, what does that look like? I mean, after Bully, do we get Vultures 3? Is the community even behind that at this point? People already hated the fuck out of V2, and most fans still prefer V1. And even then, people don't even like V1. I mean, I think V1 is really good. It has a real replay value. But even then, that lane feels complicated. Like, what are fans even wanting from me at this moment in terms of music? Then you got Cuck slash In a Perfect World. We don't know if that's even in, works at the moment. Um, I've said this before, and I caught a lot of heat for it. It could have been crazy from a production standpoint. Obviously, the lyrics made everything a whole disaster, but even then, it has space to like really become something great if all that context was removed. And I was actually excited for a rework version, bro. Like, honestly. And it's honestly like Ye has 3 different albums sorting around, and none of them have like that hype, that classic Ye rollout that usually builds, and that's the part that feels off now a little bit. And he used to control the narrative, and he used to control his rollouts, and now the narrative kind of moves like without anything concrete to go by. Not saying that that's bad, but it's just different this time around. Now, yeah, he's not like Ghost or like he's still doing shit. Like Easy.com, that's still up, still being updated every other week with new pieces. I even caught myself a few pieces. Great quality, great price point. Like it's actually insane, bro. So it's not like he's inactive. It's just that the center of gravity moved away from music for now. Obviously, we saw EA do some side quests like pop out at Travis's show, link up with Takashi Murakami. He linked up with the top Jew in charge, bro. And I also saw a post on Instagram, and people were saying that Ye's washed. You know, people were like, "I'm not waiting on new Ye. He could keep it. I don't care." Um, so I saw a lot of those comments, and a lot of casual listeners that in the past would like look forward to Ye are not really fucking with him at the moment, and that's real. I'm not gonna lie. But here's the thing, bro. Like, this is where I kind of self-contradict myself a little bit. This guy still had a #1 hit with Carnival last year, bro. Like, let's not forget that. 2024, Carnival was that shit was playing everywhere, bro. Like, Ye can still shake the industry whenever he fucking wants, bro. The real question is when or does he want to, right? And if he does, what does that comeback actually look like? Because the community is still here. You guys still want Bully. Some of you guys still want In a Perfect World, right? So I'm honestly curious to hear what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comments below where you guys think Ye's at musically and what's next for him. Really, really intrigued to hear what you guys got to say. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.